Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft video. This is the 6th castle update. The last one was uploaded in 2014, so quite a long time ago. And in the meantime, we have done quite a lot. In the last video, the exterior was like half finished. It was like it was not nearly done. But right now, the exterior is actually completely finished. The only thing we have left to do is like a few rooms like in the interior, and other than that the castle is basically completely done.
We've gotten quite far indeed, that's true. And well, one thing I do have to say though is that this castle is so full with just everything that even though my computer is quite good, it actually can't handle the FPS in here. So there might every now and then be some lag. There's no way for me not to have that in here.
Yeah, the castle is just way too big. There's just way too many items, way too many stuff going on here.
It's so much going on here, so many different entities and everything. It kills your PC. Pretty much everyone who's been here will say that. So yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we will show you like shortly the outside, and then we'll give a tour of the new rooms, like a few of the new rooms.
There's so
on the
much.
Inside. There's just so much to show you. So let's just get right into it. So we are now at the back side of the castle. And as you can see on this side, not much has changed. We have finished like a few towers here, like this tower right here and this tower right here, and like for the rest, everything has stayed pretty much the same. But like the biggest change in the castle is like more to the left here. Like everything from the throne room and then to the left has been added. Like this whole part is new. We've basically finished the entire exterior of the castle. Like where are you now?
I'm filming the east side.
It's wonderful.
I can't tell directions, man.
Okay, wonderful. So as you can see, there's like a lot of new stuff. This part right here has been mostly built by me. Where are you?
I'm following everything you're saying.
Wonderful. This part right here, like this whole part of the castle itself, has been like mostly built by me. But then this left part, this is the new barracks. That's mostly built by Oscar.
Yes, that sure is true. This part's actually the last part that was added to the whole castle. There was this area over here just standing there, and there needed to be something done. So I figured out we didn't really have a proper barracks area to the city, to the castle yet. So that's what came out. There's this little courtyard going on over here with this defensive looking thing. There's a drawbridge and this whole like going up area, and it looks rather nice in my opinion. It's a nice organic kind of wavy thing to that. And there's also space to add more houses around it as well, so that's a plus.
We're now going to show you some aerial footage of the castle so you can get a better picture of what the entire castle looks like. Well, that's basically all for the back side. Right now we're in like the courtyard, and as you can see, we've got a new gate to the castle itself. Like the main entrance to the interior of the castle has been completely changed. There used to be a big wooden door here, but Oscar and Logan, I think, they replaced it with like a bit more stone detailing and windows and a smaller door, and I think it looks really nice.
It looks much more like a castle this way, in my opinion. The old door was not functional at all. It did not look like an actual door And this does, and it also allows for more windows to be in this wall over here, which then you can see from the inside.
Yes, and that's basically all for the exterior of the castle, the completed, finished exterior. We're now going to move on to the interior of the castle. And as you can see,
yes.
Once you enter the castle, we've completely changed the throne room. Like the walls are mostly the same, but like we've changed the floor. There's a new dining area added. The throne room basically has been transformed into like a party room where guests can have like giant feasts. And the thrones also have been changed. They used to be made out of stone, now they're made out of wood. And like the complete picture, I think it looks way better this way. It's way more detailed and causes a lot more lag.
I agree. Actually, it doesn't. It causes way more lag. Yes, indeed. This is the whole reason. So
that's, yeah, like basically the new throne room. We're now moving on deeper into the interior. Shall we show the kitchen?
Yes, we could show the kitchen.
Yeah, we have a new kitchen. You made it, right?
Yeah, kitchen's over here. Kitchen used to be to the south of the castle, southeast, but because we also moved the dining area from right there to over here, it made more sense to have the kitchen right next to it. So since there was a large open area over here, I added this in, which is a much more functional looking kitchen with actual stoves and everything. It's not just this area, there's this bunch of more areas over here. I think there's, yeah, right here, there's this large downward area with like a bunch of storage, and there's a freezer and such. Right here, there's, oh yeah, there's actually a door over here that goes out to over here, so that's where that leads to. But, yeah, let me find my way back real quick. There we go. There's a bunch of more areas down here which aren't completely finished yet, which are probably purposed for staff in the castle to eat at, because of course they can't eat at the big dining room. They're not important people like the king and stuff, so they have their own little separate segregated dining room. Yeah. Okay,
shall we move on to the like you said we moved the dining hall from somewhere to over here, so shall we move onto the
yeah,
old
we should probably show what happened to the old dining room. Yeah.
Yes. So through this big door you see in the courtyard, there is like the old dining room, which has been transformed into the ballroom.
Yeah, there's not much going on in here currently.
It's basically
a ballroom. Mostly ballrooms are not current. They're not 100% They're not used 24/7 anyway. So it makes sense that there wouldn't be something going on here. But it's like a big hall that could be used for such a purpose.
Yes, and a new addition to this hall is also the staircase.
Yeah, the staircase.
There wasn't a staircase here before, but like we wanted a ballroom with a staircase because like all ballrooms have a staircase for some reason. So
it's just nice. You can like come down and be like, "Wow, I'm pretty."
Yeah, you
man,
can have
look
like this Disney princess. Oh, I lost my shoe somewhere on the stairs.
Yeah, you can have that kind of stuff going on. So that then leads to the next floor up here. It connects up to the main hallway of the second floor. That's what it basically does.
And there are hundreds of new rooms everywhere throughout the castle. We can't show them all, but we can show some like important rooms. For example, let's just go to the laboratory.
Okay, so we're almost at the laboratory right now, going up this staircase. This is pretty much on the west side of the castle, on the first floor. Yes, if you're a European, if you're an American, it's second floor.
Basically.
Yep. Alright.
So as you can see, we're now in the library. The library has mostly stayed the same, except for the back part. There's a new doorway here.
Yes, that's true. There's this whole new area in the library down here.
Okay.
So yeah, indeed, there's this area over here. Basically, you can easily divide it up into two different areas. Three, I would say, rather, actually. There's this area over here, which is just an extension. There was space in between the wall and the main library with like windows. So I added an extension of the main library to here, but it's not. It's like a bunch of small spaces, so I wouldn't go too deep into that. However,
yeah,
the laboratory.
No, but
observatory.
Yeah,
oh,
the
well,
observatory,
yes, I
we've shown the observatory in the last video, but right now there's like a staircase leading up to it.
Yeah, there's an actual staircase now that leads up to it. So it goes up here. Like
everything right now is connected, and everything right now there's a good reason.
Remember it from the last episode, maybe, possibly. But yeah, so it actually has a connection now. On the other side here is where you can find the laboratory, which has this large, like, foreboding looking corridor going all the way over here, and then goes to the right, and there's the laboratory. This it's like multiple different rooms. It's quite big of a structure compared to the rest of the castle. There's like a bunch of storage rooms, and there's down here there's supposed to be a place. It's not 100% completely finished yet, so that's why it looks kind of weird. It's like a laboratory kind of thing where some person that's important to the city can discover things and do experiments. Like right up here on the other side there's a similar kind of room, which looks kind of disturbing. I think this part was actually originally inspired from that horror game Amnesia as well, similarly to the wine cellar that we created. Okay, right now we're on the bridge that connects the castle to the tower that's under construction. And as you can see, this used to be like a mock door that led nowhere. Right now the door is actually open, and it leads functionable door now into like this the corridor. And yeah, basically that's new. And there's also this passage right here that didn't exist in the past. That leads to this court, small this courtyard used
area.
to be, it didn't actually have any normal kind of passway into it, but we made this door over here since there was an empty space behind here that we discovered that we could easily fill up by making a corridor, and it looks very nice and actually works. We previously had like a little door down here, but that looked just weird, and this way we actually make use of the space that we have. So in that sense, I think it's much better. And it just looks nice to have this double door too.
Shall we move on to like some of the new rooms we've built? For example, my sleeping room.
Oh, we could do that definitely.
Room?
Yeah, sure.
Bedroom. That's the word I was looking for.
Bedroom, yes.
Let's go to my bedroom.
Yeah, let's go to the bathroom.
Is it like one floor up?
I think so.
I think it's
yes.
The castle is so big we can actually get lost. There's like a whole lot of like areas that even I just like forget.
Oh yeah, this is Sir John Harrington's office. This is Sir John Harrington, inventor of the porcelain potty, and he works in here, so he can have a nice work spot.
Yes, we have many rooms like that. Like I actually don't know where half like the corridors lead. The castle is so big at this point.
It's a maze.
Oh yeah, right here is my room.
Yeah, this bedroom, which is like completely in the way of a corridor.
I know, it's completely, it doesn't really make sense, but like here there's a giant bed where I can sleep in, and like with the windows, like look out and be like, hey, world. And there's many corridors with some offices, like, there's so much stuff. Yes,
very much. Here's like the office, I think we built an office thingy, like, yeah, it's right there. This then leads to this staircase, which, if you follow it downstairs, leads to, where is this? To over here again, which like up in this courtyard over here.
Yeah, it's a big courtyard. It's in the middle of the castle.
Dude. Yeah,
a bit up compared to like the ground floor. This is like a few levels up.
And you can go back in over here, and you get on the floor underneath there. It's like a big maze.
There's like, I get lost in this castle.
Yeah, totally.
If you guys have like the download to this castle finally, then you can explore it for yourself, or when the server is finally back up.
You'll never find everything in this castle. There's a bunch of hidden rooms as well.
You will like, if you play hide and seek in this castle, you will get lost.
You will definitely get lost.
Ever get out. It's so big. I think this corridor right here.
I don't even know where you're at.
I think this corridor right here leads to the outer wall and back to the city gates. Oh no, not the city gate. I mean the castle gate.
Yeah, the castle gate. If you follow this down here, you get to the main gate. I think.
You shoot.
Yep, there we go. It's a big maze. There's a bunch of connections just everywhere where they shouldn't be, and that's the entire purpose of the castle. Because what the main purpose of the castle was to create a big Disney castle-like structure that just amazed people.
Yeah, like we wanted a castle that's so big you get lost in it. But one big problem we have with the castle though is that like this major throne room, or like now like feasting room we have, kind of divides the castle in two. There used to be like no connection to go from one side to the castle to the other side of the castle, but right now we actually have some connections made, like a few floors up.
Yeah, there's a bunch. It's one of the top floors. We actually managed to create a full corridor that goes from one side to the other.
And we can show that right now. And there's
we should show that.
There's actually some interesting rooms right there as well. And I think like we've shown a lot, and that should be like the last thing we show before like ending this video.
Let's go. Let's find it. Let's go all the way up. Okay, so as we go up this corridor, staircase, of course. I mean, brilliant. There's a bunch of areas up here that didn't used to exist. What is this area? This is like the balcony. Yeah, that's it. Right here, this is the highest floor you can get up to using the regular staircase. This is where the whole thing connects. Surprisingly, on the top floor, not on the lower floor. So you can follow this whole corridor. There's a bunch of things up here that we can get into later, but I'll just show the main corridor for now. You can go all the way over here, and it connects to the other side of the castle.
Yes.
And I think there we are on the other side of the castle, on the other staircase. If you can see, also top floor and stuff. That's that. This leads down here to where we used to be.
So moving through the maze of corridors and rooms, we're going to like one of my favorite rooms in the castle. It's right here, actually.
Yeah, there it is.
It's called the Council Themes. It's a substantial room with a giant table, and the table actually contains like a map of the land, and with some
entirely.
Like it's completely not accurate, but it's supposed to like represent like a map of the world, you know. And there's like some dots with that like represent cities and stuff.
It's supposed to be like a council area where world leaders can gather and be like, yo, this is what we want to do up in Germany, man. No, I don't agree. That's kind of what happens down here. Yeah.
I actually really like this, and then like the chandeliers here, they look really good.
Chandeliers are quite interesting, yeah. A roof and everything. It's a nice little thing.
It would not make sense in like building this in like regular Minecraft, because everything would just burn down.
Yes, everything would burn down.
But it looks really good here.
Oh, of course, we got magical fire spells up here that protect us.
Are there any rooms left you want to show?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. There's just a lot of empty rooms. We could go into all the empty rooms, and that's probably... There's one area though that I'd like to share, which is this over here, which is an area that I discovered actually was completely shut off without me knowing it, because we just never actually added a passage to it. This is the area that's like the highest up on the left side, the west side of the castle. There's like a big tower up there and everything. And where the f am I? There is an area. Oh yeah, it's right up here. There used to be a passage down here that connected back to what we showed earlier, Bauke's room. That just made no sense, so I closed that off. So we have a little less of a confusing maze. Up
it's
here,
still really
I think.
Confusing.
Yeah, this is actually the main corridor you should use. You get up here, which is like this area.
I lost you, mate.
Yeah, you should lose me, man. Jesus, man. And up here there is a bunch of more rooms, and it just keeps going and going. You can go up here. And, oh, fuck! I fell down. Damn it. There we go. This is like the highest part of the west side of the castle. This tower is the highest level you can get to. That's pretty much it.
What does it look like from the outside? Oh, okay. Oh, it's that tower. Yes.
It's this tower up here. It's this whole area. Yeah.
Like, I had completely no idea where I was in the castle. Like, my sense of direction was completely gone.
I have somewhat of a sense of direction in the castle, but not every time. It's a maze.
It's big. It's like really big.
Yep.
Well, yeah. That basically concludes the tour for today.
It sure does. En jongens en meisjes, dankjewel voor het kijken vanavond. We zien jullie in de volgende aflevering van Wie is de Mol. Doe jij maar gewoon.
So that's basically it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please rate, comment and subscribe. Also subscribe to all the people in the description below. Tell us in the comments below what you want to see next time. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye bye guys. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.